Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
How now, Orlando? Where have you been all the while? You, a lover? And you serve me such another trick? Come in my sight, no more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love? He that will break a minute into 1,000 parts and break but a part of the 1,000th part of a minute in a love affair? Well, it may be said of him that Cupid had clapped him over the shoulder, but I'll warrant him. Hard hold!
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, come no more in my sight. I'd as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Yea, of a snail, for though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better jointure, I'll warrant, than you can make a woman. But come now, woo me. I am in a holiday mood and inclined to consent. What would you say to me now? And I were your very, very Rosalind.
I would kiss before I spoke.
No nature better to speak first. Then when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orators, when they are out of matter, they spit. For lovers lacking God-warnest matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
Well, how if the kiss be denied?
Why, then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter. Am not I your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well then, in her person, I say I will not have you.
Oh, then in mine own person I die.
Oh, nay, die by eternity. Poor world, Chet, poor world is only 6,000 years old, and in all that time there is no man in his own person died of a love cause. Men have died from time to time. Worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, because I protest her frown might kill me.
Nay, by this hand, it will not kill a fly. I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. Ask me what you will, and I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Aye, that will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Art thou not good?
I hope so.
Why then? Can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you will be the priest and marry us. Take my hand, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
Pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin. Will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, take to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why, now, as fast as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, to wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, to wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, to husband. Now, tell me how long you will have her once you have possessed her.
Forever and a day.
Say the day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, but December when they wed, and maids are May when they are maids. But the sky changes when they are wives. I shall be as jealous of you as a Barbary cock pigeon for his hen, as clamorous as a parrot against the rain, as giddy in my desires as a monkey. I will weep for nothing, and I will do that when thou art disposed to be married, and I will laugh like a hyena, and that when thou art disposed to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my faith, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Else she would not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder. Make the doors upon a woman's wit, and 'twill out the casement. Stop that, 'twill out the keyhole. Block that, 'twill fly with the smoke out the chimney.
Man that had a wife with such a wit, he might say, wit, whither, wilt.
You might stop that check for it till you met your wife's wit going to your neighbor's bed.
And what wit would have to excuse that?
Why, to say she came to seek you there. Oh, you will never take her without her answer unless you take her without her tongue. The woman who cannot make her husband's fault, her own fault into her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her child herself, for she will breed it like a fool.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alack, I cannot spare thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Oh, go your ways, go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. It was that flattering tongue of yours won me. But now, 'tis but one castaway, and then come death. 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
You have simply misused our sex in your love prate. We must have your doublet and hose plucked over your head and show the world what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love, but it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather, bottomless, that as fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey, noddy no, and a hey, noddy noddy no. That o'er the green cornfields did pass in springtime, in springtime, in springtime, the only pretty springtime, when birds do sing, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, sweet lovers love the spring in springtime. In springtime, the only pretty ring time, when birds do sing, ding-a-ding-a-ding, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, sweet lovers love the spring. Yay!
How now? Is it not past 2 o'clock? And here much Orlando?
I warrant you, with pure heart and troubled brain, he hath ta'en his bow and arrows, and has gone forth to sleep. Oh, who comes here?
My
Anyway, I'll take it.
gentle Phoebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but as I guess it bears an angry tenor, pardon me.
Patience herself would startle at this letter. She says I am not fair. I lack manners. She calls me proud and says she could not love me were a man as rare as Phoenix. Odds my will. This is a letter of your own device. I say she did not invent this letter. This is a man's invention and a man's hand. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I have never heard it yet, but heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
What, did you ever hear such chiding? If the scorn in your bright eyne hath power to raise such love in mine, alas, in me what strange effect would they have in mild aspect?
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No.
Oh.
He deserves no pity. Wilt thou have such a woman? What? To make of thee an instrument and play false strains upon thee? Well, make your way to her, for I can see that love hath made thee a tame snake. But say this to her: if she loves me, I charge her to love thee. Now,
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, if you know, where in the purlieus of this forest stands a sheepcote, fenced about with olive trees?
West of this place, down in the neighbor bottom. But at this hour, there's none within. The house doth keep itself.
Are not you the owner of this house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend it. And to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am? What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know of me what man I am, and how and why and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour. And pacing through the forest, lo, what befell? A wretched, ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. A lioness, with udders all drawn dry, lay couching, head on ground with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of that beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother, and he did render him